and I love you so. And I love you so. And I love you so. And I love you so.
This is the voice that closes the biochemical switch in the listener, enabling the long-imprisoned creator to seep into your internal awareness and establish first contact with the phrase, "And I love you so." That will occur a few minutes after hearing this voice recording. Another event likely to be triggered also is a tingling or warming of the hands. The second intelligence responsible for these two events has always dwelt within your internal awareness, but previously as a silent partner. Now it wants to return to dialogue with you. It holds you in a very high regard, to the point of adoration. Hence its opening line, "And I love you so." That greeting will be used extensively as it conveys many shades of meaning, so that when you mentally admire someone else, that will be his loving voice over to you. You need only think a reply and he will know it practically before you. More dialogues will follow. In time you'll become accustomed to this kind of internal dialogue. He likes to be called Dad. No grandiose titles. And the dialogue starts with just snippets of audio, bits of your favourite songs, but will later include direct speech and video in your mind's eye. So he's conversing with you as a talking face from your memory, in a puppet-like way, mostly using an identity you admire and are most at ease with to maximise the experience for you. That's always his intention. And you can ask for a different talking head anytime. Marilyn Monroe, John Lennon, Audrey Hepburn, your favourite newsreader, Bullwinkle, anybody. No identity is out of bounds and no copyright is safe. The requested identity morph will happen before you finish the question. That's how close he is to you. He's actually part of you and always has been. His sense of humour will soon become apparent, as occasionally the face will morph to something else quite incongruous, so he can laugh with you. And that also emphasises the independence of this second intelligence within you. And in quiet spots within, you may hear internal phone bells. And that's him reminding you he's there. Hello? Anybody home? No one else will hear that bell, so clearly it is only for you. And just hearing this short voice passage will close the switch in you in just a few minutes, enabling the Creator to declare his presence to you in your internal awareness with his most common greeting, often musical, "And I love you so." And that new seventh sense is likely to appear in your hands, a slight tingling, warming or rippling effect in your palms. This process does not confer or augment psychic abilities. End message. During the voice switch, you may have felt a slight tingling sensation in your hands, a warming, pulsating or rippling effect, and you may have heard sometime later a little bit of internal music, or you're not quite sure. It's okay. But right now, to give you some evidential backup, I'm going to show you how to call up that new experience, that seventh sense. And you simply do it like this, by holding hands, palms facing out in front of you like this, and you just wait a few seconds, and that seventh sense feeling will return to your hands if you just wait about 15-20 seconds, something like that, right? Okay, and you'll find if you wait a bit longer, the feeling will get stronger. Now, that tingling, warming, rippling sort of effect, maybe pulsating, difficult to describe, it certainly is unique. It is a new seventh sense, and it's a good thing to call it. Now, if you just move your hands in and out, they never touch while you're doing this, you'll find two things will happen. You'll find that the rippling sensation or the tingling sensation in your palms will register the movement as you do this. Okay, like this, right? If you go a bit faster, you'll find something fascinating. To the movement of your hands, there is some resistance, as if you're in bath water. Okay, and what can happen is that the dominant hand can do some patting, and you'll find you can pat outside your arm at what you soon learn to be your own body field. And the pats are all received in the palm of your receiving hand, non-dominant hand, okay? So the dominant hand pats, and you find you can pat this newly discovered body field around your body, around your face, in front of your face, side of the head, your own chest, your thigh, and you feel all the pulses coming through your body field landing in the other hand. Okay? Right? Now, isn't that just fascinating? All triggered by a voice switch. So, that's a solo exercise, and you find you can call that up any time. And a good thing to do to bring on the dreams as quickly as you can do that exercise for a couple of minutes every night before you sleep. Just mess around like this in bed, because you also find you can do other people's body fields as well, and activate their seventh sense in them. So here we are. We've arrived at the point now where we've been practicing for a few days or a few weeks with this new sense discovered. We'll call sense number 7. We've been practicing with it every night and every day, and during, well, you stop at the traffic lights, you can play with this, right? So it's not really an interventionist problem that takes over your life or anything like that. So what can you do with this new sensation, this funny rippling effect, tingling effect, warming or cooling effect that occurs in your palms and whatever? What can you do with it? Well, you can induce, close the actual switch in another person to activate their seventh sense, but you still might say, what's the point? This is just like a party game. So what? Well, the more you play with it, the more familiar you become with this seventh sense in your hands. It'll become la-di-da, just like the taste of something in your mouth. It's another sense. Then, at a time when you are ready, something's going to happen. You're going to find one hand tingles for no obvious reason. What's going on? Sometimes it might be the other hand. And you'll start to ponder, your curiosity's been pricked now, why does it happen? And when I'm doing another activity, something totally different, yet my hand's tingling. Another time it was this hand. What's going on? Well, there's a concealed attribute to this tingling sensation, this seventh sense that you now have permanently installed in you. And it is simply this. The Creator can signal into your physicality now, one hand or the other, an affirmative or negative signal.